Hello, it's vlog time again, and this time round I'm trying to use borrowed backdrops, if you like. Even the free ones, I always search for free ones, but I'm trying to use them less. So what you got now in the background is basically me cycling to work. Obviously not from my house. I'm not that dopey. But yeah, there we go. That's my background for today. Now, once again, and this is a repeating occurrence, I've been really busy, mainly with work and other stuff. I've got a full life, to be honest with you. I can't really complain. It's just too much I want to do and not enough time. But I think that'll be basically, you know this already, so that'll be about the last time I say this. There's no point. You know I'm busy. Yeah, I have a life. I still got time to squeeze in shit like this as well. Right, and as you can see, I did the boys' hair last week, and so I started with my eldest son, number 3. I'm gonna keep it to numbers rather than millimeters because they're labelled millimeters, but everybody knows the numbers of clipper guards. So number 3 is what I normally use. So I did my eldest, number 3. Did my youngest, number 3. Changed to a number 1 to do his brows because he's a bit like Dennis Healy with his eyebrows. Almost as bad. He gets it from me. And then I did my own hair without changing back to a number 3. So it's a number 1 cut. It's grown a little bit since then, but yeah. Another baldy time. Okay, now one of the things which always gets on my nerves is Facebook viral posts. You see them, I see them most on the mobile. I don't see them so much on the desktop. You know, the ones where it says ask a stupid question and it's got like 3 million comments on there. I never bother with them anyway. No point in adding it's like shouting in a hurricane. There's no point. There's absolutely no point. These posts just flood the news feed with utter crap, and there's other ones as well, you know, posts, and I'm sorry, I know quite a few of you do it, emotional blackmail posts. Just copy and paste. It means nothing. Sorry, it does. It means nothing. Do your own thing. If you want to put a post about something, do it. Don't copy and paste somebody else's stuff. Do your own stuff. So yeah, viral posts on Facebook. They're a waste. They just flood your newsfeed with stuff you're just going to scroll through too. I won't say anything about the ads. Yes, I will. I suppose I should be grateful. That I'm being sent ads which are completely missing the target of targeted advertising. Now, they're supposed to be targeted advertising. So what? I've been married now 33 and a half years, been dating 35 years, never strayed, never cheated, neither of us has, and I can say that with absolute confidence. And yet I'm being sent ads on Facebook, my Facebook, for cheating sites. Which is so far, it makes me think maybe Facebook aren't getting all they want from me, which I'm happy with in a way. I just wish I could block the ads altogether. But yeah, Facebook rant over. Now on to Twitter. This isn't a rant as such. Okay, so Musk has taken over Twitter and he's making a complete balls up of it. Now, as you know, I joined Mastodon back in April. That's taking off really well. It's actually no longer quiet. There's quite a feed there, and mostly it's retro interest at the moment. But yeah, it's growing quite well. All my social media links, of course, are on my webpage, which I've recently updated. I actually updated it because there was stuff on there which says I was working for Arriva. So yeah, I think it was about time I updated that one. And yes, Twitter, Musk, you know, he's being an absolute outspoken person for free speech. Unless you're ridiculing him, then he's going to block you. So free speech is, it's only what I think is free speech, according to Musk. Yeah, he's a hypocrite. He is a hypocrite. Now, don't get me wrong. I like SpaceX. I follow SpaceX. Their practical methods of getting rockets into space and returning first stages back is unparalleled, really. No, they didn't invent the technology. They just developed it to almost perfection. It's routine now. Tesla, yeah, okay. They have brought forward the electric car technology. I do not like Tesla cars purely because of their automation, and I do hear reports of shoddy builds in quite a lot of the places, but mainly because of their automation. I don't like automation. I like to do things myself. I've got a mind. I like to use it. Yeah, I don't like to offload to computers for everything. Computers can be there as a reminder, as helpers. That's what they're designed for. They're not going to try and think for me. I tell computers what to do. They don't tell me what to do. This is why I got very little home automation, apart from the fact I don't trust it anyway. All cheap stuff out to make a profit and got absolutely no thought of security. Open to abuse from the world round. Right. Twitter. Garmin. My Garmin device. The charge port has gone on it. I can get it to charge, but it's awkward. This is the one for my bike, by the way. Now, I will get it repaired because it's cheaper than getting a new one. And it's going to cost about 50 quid to get the charge port repaired, and I'll be without it while it gets sent off. Jump cut. Now, where was I? I'm sure you didn't want to hear the cat scratching in a litter box, so I cut that bit out. Now, where was I? I was talking about the Garmin and the charge port. Yeah, and I can't remember now. My head's gone. I mean, just saying I've got a mind, I want to use it for myself, and now it's gone. But yeah, Garmin, cost me 50 quid to get it repaired, be without it for that time, but it's still cheaper than getting a new one. So yeah, I will get it repaired. And I've also decided I can't get the chain running properly on my current bike. It's 4.5 years old, so it's done quite a few thousand miles. So I think it's about time for a new one. Only trouble is, all the bikes around the price range I'm after have got disc brakes, and I'm used to rim brakes. Never changed a disc brake in my life, so that's going to be a fun one when it comes up. And I've applied for it through the Cycle to Work scheme, so let's see how that goes. Now, on Twitter, I responded to somebody who was who was designing a core for the Mister for the arcade game Xerion, and I said the pitches are a bit high. And from that, I ended up being a beta tester. And I helped fix a few other bugs. So yeah, I'm happy with that. That's my second beta testing core I've been involved with on the Mister. The first one, of course, being Mr. Do. So yeah, that core has been released. It's a good game. I'm number 4 on Twin Galaxies in that game. And it's a good core. I've tried the game on Antstream as well, but there's something about Antstream. The lag in it makes it... I can't get... 290,000 is my high score on Antstream. Over 600,000 on Twin Galaxies, and I've had over 500,000 on the Mister. So, yeah, there's something about Antstream. No, it's good, don't get me wrong. It fills a point for some, but Antstream isn't my primary go-to thing because of the lag. I've got so much emulation equipment here, I'll always go to that first. Oh, that drifted, didn't it? Right. And another good thing, I can finally log into Twitch again on Brave. Whether Brave have adapted to Twitch or whether Twitch has allowed Brave, I don't know. But it works again now, and I'm back on my preferred browser for my preferred streaming platform. That's a good thing. Now, I'm going to do something I've not really done before. Talk about something utter off-key. Basically, technology, expectations versus reality, about how things were, how we saw the future in the past. And, well, one thing, we really didn't see the explosion of fast internet and high-speed, high-quality video. That's one thing we didn't see, which was a positive thing. Now, other things, which were never really going to happen. Flying cars. What a disaster that would be if that ever happened. You'd have to have complete full automation. And again, going back to what I said with Tesla and automation. Because you could not trust a human in charge of a flying car. You really couldn't. I mean, you've got to have a pilot's license. It's a whole different ball game from driving along a road. You know, you can't just stop when you want to if you're in a flying car. You're going to come crashing to the ground if you do that. and taking anything up underneath you. So yeah, flying cars. Hoverboards. Everybody's looking at hoverboards from Back to the Future. Breaks the laws of physics. Unless there's a loophole we don't know about, it breaks the laws of physics. There's no force field that can hold you off the ground like that. There's just nothing. I mean, you've got 4 fundamental forces. Strong nuclear force, which just acts on nuclei of atoms. Weak force, we're responsible for radioactivity. Electromagnetic force, of course, which is electricity and basically light. Anything. It holds everything together anyway. But it's not going to repel you from the ground. And there's gravity, which is always attractive, not repulsive, and extremely weak. But that's a different matter altogether. Is it even a force? We still don't know, really. Yeah, self-driving cars, back to that. You will always have somebody who will find a way to fool the senses of a self-driving car. I do not trust them. I think it's still in its very much infancy, and they can't handle inclement weather. The rain upsets the radar equipment and the LiDARs and whatever you have. I mean, you've even seen Tesla where he's going on a self-driving car and there's a bike coming up and it swerves towards the bike. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you can program that out, but the artificial intelligence behind it shouldn't need to be given exceptions. That's beside the point of artificial intelligence. It should adapt on its own, not adapting to trying to kill people. So yeah, it's self-driving cars. They're not on the horizon. They're over the horizon, I think. And the last one I'm going to do on this technology expectations versus reality is to do with voice control. Now, I do have a Nest Mini. I only use it as a timer, really, or sometimes for playing music when I can't be bothered to go to the computer. Touch control is fine for a phone form factor. It's no good for a desktop environment. The desktop environment is still my favourite. I do not voice control that. I mean, if you go on to voice control, everybody else can hear what you're doing. You can't. Keyboard and mouse, or a touch screen. Nobody can hear what you're doing. I mean, why do people put so much into voice control? It's a novelty to me. Perhaps somebody can explain it in the comments. Why voice control is such a thing. Light switches. You just go and switch a light on. Heating. Okay, I can understand that in a way if you want to get your heat done before you come in. In this house, it could be completely pointless. It's normally fully 100% occupied unless we go away unannounced until we get back. But yeah, voice control, it begs me. And I mean, it can't understand me. Sometimes I'll give it a time and it says a completely different time. Sometimes I'll give it a tune and it gets it completely wrong. It can't get my accent right. I mean, it's not exactly the most clear and understandable accent, I know, but yeah. It's coming on. Voice recognition is coming on, but yeah, voice recognition is getting there. Voice control, even if it was 100%, I still wouldn't be using voice control because I don't want everybody around me to hear what I'm doing. It's annoying. You're having a conversation with a computer. This is the sort of thing you do with humans, and again, it comes back to the thing. Everyone can hear what you're doing. It gets irritating for those around you for a start. But yeah, there we are. That's my take on expectations versus reality. I may do more like this in the future. It depends what I feel. And a Nest is going off behind me. It's looking. It's got 4 lights on there. Okay, Google, stop. There we are. Maybe that'll shut it up, just in case. Now, I will finish and say, wish me luck. I'm going to reinstall my computer tomorrow. Now, I installed it as Linux Mint 17 on a completely different computer. I just transferred the contents of the hard drive across of my home directory and of my system directory because it was the same maker graphics card, NVIDIA, and everything worked. And now I'm on Linux Mint 19.3, but KDE has stopped me updating further through the automatic update system. Now, I did go from 18 to 19 with KDE in there, and it was a ball's ache. And I'm running into dependency issues now, so it's time for a full reinstall. Now, I got so many tweaks I put in over the years, I don't know how long it's going to take me to catch up, but I'm going to get my main things in first, you know, my video creation stuff, my streaming stuff, my streaming helpers, Wine, the emulator, MAME, other emulators. I'll sort them out as I go along, but it's going to take a while before I get back to full strength on it. But I should have a much cleaner running system. So we'll see how that goes. But wish me luck on that one. Maybe you won't hear me for a while. Oh, thank goodness for that, they say. Anyway, that's my vlog done for this time. And how much is that this time? Let's have a look. How much is that? How much is that? It's like it costs something. It don't cost anything. It's free. 16 minutes and 50 seconds. Less cutout time for cat litter tray scooping. Right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for putting up with this nonsense. And until the next time, 3 weeks' time, catch you then. Ta-ra now.